Basketball is back on the DAF Media Network, and tonight it's the home opener for the Darien boys varsity basketball team as the Blue Wave look to take down the Bassick High School Lions. Hello everyone, joined alongside Neve Segal tonight. I'm Owen Heffron, and Neve, Darien with a 1-0 start to the season, beating Bethel in their last meeting 60-55. What can the Wave do tonight to grab another win?
Well, Owen, Darien got it done on Saturday with strong performances from Will Sapione and Jake Hendrickson. But tonight I'm looking at one thing, their bench. Only 2 of those 60 points last game for the Blue Wave came off their bench. And if they want to beat the Lions tonight, I'm sure they'll have to use more than just the starting 5.
Now, talking about Darien's coaching situation, they bring in former Norwalk JV basketball coach Matt Menard for Sherroy Bentley, and he's got his team at 1-0 so far. Neve, what do you know about Coach Menard?
Well, Owen, Matt Menard is well liked by his team from what I've been told, and man, he is one busy guy. Menard is also the JV baseball coach at Weston High School and teaches English at Broadview High School in Danbury.
A new coach and almost an entirely new roster as the Blue Wave attempt to defeat Bassick tonight. Introductions now. Tip-off coming up shortly on the DAF Media Network. A great night of hoops awaits. Both teams taking the court now, ready for tip-off. Darien High School Main Gym. Be Lucas DeGraff taking the tip against Chase Gray to start this one off. Lions win it. Sapione fighting for it quickly, though. Now it's Carrion. Passes over to Baskin. It's your Baskin back to Gray. Gray trying to work on DeGraff. Hands it off to Stevens, excuse me. Back to Carrion. Baskin Back to Tremaine Stevens. Spin move along the baseline. Stevens now back to Carrion. Carrion bounce pass. Lays it up and in. Jaden Codiana gets scoring started here. Now be the captain, John Bradle. Pass to Sapione. Sapione, a long three. Nails it! Will Sapione. What a start for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the Blue Wave using their starting five to their maximum potential. Let's see what they can get from their bench later.
Will Sapione, a sharpshooter of a sophomore. Carrion tried to get one over to Chase Gray. Goes off John Bradle's leg and out of bounds. Will be Jason Carrion to insert. Now it's Baskin, guarded by Blythe. Chase Gray, a jumper. Off the rim, no good. Hendrickson grabs the board. Will Sapione brings it up. Drives in. Floats one, a little bit of contact. No call, but Hendrickson corrals it. Reverse lay. 5-2 Blue Wave. Chase Gray. It's going to be a foul called on the floor. Some good looks on offense and defense as we see that Sapione three, and my goodness. Nearly at the logo. Gray dishes it back to Baskin. Baskin to Stevens in the middle. Sapione couldn't quite get a finger, or excuse me, Henderson couldn't quite get a finger on it. Now Blythe goes to Sapione. Sapione dribbles once, some contact. Lays it up, no good.
Yeah, Sapion's been central to this offense so far. He's taken 3 shots in all 3 possessions, and he looks to get another one again.
Now Bradle moves up the court. John Bradle a three. Airballs it. Hendrickson there is big captain. That one's poked away by Chase Gray, but a foul. Hendrickson, one of the lone guys that got a lot of varsity playing time last year. Between the whole rest of the roster, just 2 games combined. John Bradle played in 1 game last year with 2 points, and Will Sapione played in 1 game last year when only got 1 point. Hendrickson first free throw is no good, but like we talked about, Neve, new coach, Matt Menard coming in, and entirely new roster.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they change, but right now they seem to be going good, winning the first game and up early in the second.
Hendrickson makes his second free throw. Baskin tries to cut in, stolen by Bradle. Lays one out for Sapione. Sapione goes, dunks it home. Will Sapione gets the Blue Wave bench hyped up. Now it's Tremaine Stevens cutting in. Lays it high.
Yeah, Sapione takes advantage of his height there as he dunks one in.
Stolen now. Baskin gives it to Gray. Gray says, how do you do? A dunk of his own. How about that? The Lions retaliating right back. Hendrickson working on Stevens. Hendrickson, a nice move. Gets the lucky bounce and buries it.
Yeah, right now Darien is taking advantage of the Bassick defense. And now the offense too. As
Bradle goes to Sapione. Hard contact and a foul's called. Sapione will get 2.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, Sapion's actually his only point in varsity prior to this season was actually a free throw. So let's see how he does here.
Look at that, using that vert and that height. He's 6'3", big guy. Sapione, the leading scorer in the Bethel game on Saturday. And Bassick will take a timeout here, try to regroup, and Sapione getting some warm welcomes on the Blue Wave bench. 10-4 early here in this first quarter. Seen the implement of the shot clock. 35 seconds it looks like.
Yeah, seems like a lot, but in that first possession for Bassick, they really had to use every single second to get a shot off to have some excellent ball movement here. So crunching down on the shot clock will be a challenge for Bassick, who hasn't played a game this season yet.
Yeah, their game against St. Joe's that was scheduled for the 15th last Friday got postponed. So this Darien team, despite playing 1 game, still that experiences a lot as we see the foul again as to why Will Sapione is standing at this line right now. Sapion's first one is short. Looking to make the Darien lead 7 points. Just under 5 left in this first frame. Short again. Rebound by Bowser. Hands it off to Codiana now down the left side. Double team by Bradle and Sapione. Bounced over to Stevens. Up in the air, Stevens gets it again. Retreats back past the three-point line. Gets past Sapione, gets past Bradle, nearly falls down. Codiana at the top. Codiana a floater. Off the back of the rim, but he gets his own board. And now a foul called. Jaden Codiana fouled by DeGraff.
Yeah, his second of the game so early on, where he's already looking for a little bit of foul trouble already very quickly in the first.
2 shots for Codiana. First one off the back of the rim and out. Darien team 10 points already. They averaged 57.2 points per game last year. And they also beat Bethel last year by 22 points, 74-52 in the home opener. And that was an away game where at Bassick, where they traveled to Bassick in the home opener last year, as Blythe gets to Sapione. Sapione was looking for Bradle, but it's taken by Henry. Henry, layup doesn't go, but Stevens has it. Banks it off.
Yeah, Stevens has been really the main player on this team. Every possession goes right through Stevens. Stevens, and an instrumental progress is made by him. Sapione hits a layup.
Sapione goes coast to coast, lays one home. And another game of offensive prowess from Sapione as Codiana takes a 3 and knocks it down. The three-pointer is good, and now the lead for Darien is only 2. Hendrickson at the top finds Will Sapione. Gets Codiana to jump. Sap takes a shot. It goes in. Will Sapione, everybody. Stevens at the logo. 2 senior guards defending one another as Bradle's there. Pushes Bradle out of the way. Layup too short, can't get enough height on it. Who else bringing it up the court but Will Sapione? But he hands it off to Bradle. Gives it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson being double teamed. No shot. Hendrickson gets called for a travel. He doesn't think so. Jake Hendrickson, the lax player in the spring. As Devin Montesano checks in for Darien, the freshman. Three-pointer taken off the backboard, no good. Hendrickson rebounds over to Sapione. Will Sapione hop steps, no good. DeGraff rebound. Putback's good. Always nice when you have your captain center who's 6'5", has basketball experience as he played in the JV team last year, who can know that he can gather your missed shots for you.
Yeah, DeGraff's presence in the center in the front court along with Sapion's can really be felt, as 2 big bodies can get many of the rebounds.
Jaden Bowser now lays one down to Codiana. Bowser takes a long one off the rim and no good. Montesano dishes to Sapione. Sapione being double teamed. Now Montesano, baseline floater, no good. Gets to DeGraff. DeGraff shot doesn't go. Neither does Hendrickson's. Hendrickson tries again. No. DeGraff now, also no. A ton of missed shots. As now Delroy Campbell will inbound for Bassick.
Yeah, but this shows Darien's ability to offensively rebound, get those boards back. Helpful to get extra shots. Unfortunately, didn't work.
Jujak now enters the junior guard. Henry takes a 3. Bounces off the rim, no good. Sapione gets the rebound. Sapione stops for a 3. Short. Blythe catches it out of the air and puts it in. First points of the night for Jake Blythe. Didn't play basketball here last year, but now he's a crucial part as Kodiana hits a floater. Jujak to bring it up now. High pass to Montesano, now over to Sapione. Sapione dribbles in. Great job using those steps to his advantage, that long stride.
Yeah, in this first quarter, the Darien offense is really putting up excellent performance here, scoring 20 points early.
How about the defense? Nearly got a steal. Kodiana over to Campbell. Campbell a three. Yes! Three-pointer for Delroy Campbell. 20-15 Darien. Jujak ball handling now to Sapione. Sapione steps back. Three-pointer. No good. Hendrickson fighting for the rebound with Bowser. Called for a foul. See the Delroy Campbell three-pointer again. Hendrickson will be subbed out amidst the foul. Alex Crawley will take the hardwood. His first year on varsity. The senior. A lot of people on this Darien team looking for their first points as Campbell takes another three. That one's no good this time. Jujak, one of those people looking for his first points. Number one works on Campbell. Good ball handling to Montesano. Now Crawley. Crawley layup doesn't go through. That one poked over to Baskin. Baskin dribbles around. Blythe called for a shooting foul. Razir Baskin, number one, go to the line.
Yeah, early in this first quarter, only two made free throws combined for both teams. If you want to get some extra points, especially for Bassick, who's trailing right now, this free throw would be a great opportunity.
Baskin does knock down that first one, Neve. As now Jeffrey Henry will come on for Amir Allen. Baskin's second one doesn't go. Crawley gets the rebound now to Jock. Jock, long pass to Sapione. Sapione just kind of fires one near the hoop, catches Bowser. And that's the end of the first quarter. Darien, who once had a lead of 7 points, now cut down to 4. It is 20-16. We'll be right back here after this break on the DAF Media Network. Start of the first, we see the Blue Wave bench and head coach Matt Menard on the left side of your screen, trying to get his players motivated. Talked about him stepping in for Sharoy Bentley this year. Will Sapione a three ball? Money! What else could it be? Will Sapione on fire through these first two frames. As now Bassick catches a three and shoves one right back against the Blue Wave. So quick responses. We saw on the Sapione dunk a quick response. Sapione another three. That one's short. That one he airballs.
Yeah. Sapione went for a heat check there. Unfortunately, a little bit too short for him.
Matt Menard and Rashid Sofian telling Will Sapione, calm down. You got it. Trying to show out a little bit as that pass goes through the hands of Tremaine Stevens. Senior guard couldn't quite grab it. So now it'll go to Jake Blythe. Inbounds to Bradle. Bradle 2 points in Saturday's win. Sapione, three-pointer off the front of the rim. Sapione taking tons of shots so far. Now it's Carrion. Contact with Bradle. Draws the foul. So Baskin will inbound. Darien split the last 2 games with Bassick in their last 2 meetings. 1 win, 1 loss. Stevens step back 3 off the side of the rim. DeGraff with the rebound. Gives it to Sapione. Sapione stutter steps. Maneuvering around Baskin. Draws the foul. So now Sapione will inbound to Jake Blythe. Couple clutch threes on Saturday. Gives it to Sap. Layup doesn't go. Foul called on his second shot. Holby shooting 2.
Yeah.
Sapione goes to the line again.
Yeah, Sapione called for the alley-oop there, but mistimed it, tried to go for the layup, but on his second chance, he gets the foul.
Sapione's been to the line once before in this game. Missed both his free throws short. Let's see if he makes the adjustment. Wasn't short this time, but still no good. Now Derek Adams checks in for Razier Baskin on the Lions side. Devin Montesano and DeGraff waiting in the paint. Sapione drains his second as Drew Jock will check in for him after.
Yeah, Sapione gets some well-deserved rest midway through the second quarter, as he's had a show tonight, hitting a couple threes, a slam dunk.
Stevens whips one to Gray. Gray layup no good. Codiana and DeGraff fighting for it. DeGraff called for another foul. Or maybe it was Montesano called for it. My apologies, the freshman baseball player in the spring. Codiana misses the first one. That one hangs up there for what seems like an eternity, but eventually falls down. Blythe to Jude Jock. Now to the other guard in Bradle. Bradle to DeGraff. Stripped away. Codiana. Jude Jock draws the charge. Offensive foul on Codiana. That is such, as we see it again, such an underappreciated skill in basketball.
Yeah, Jude Jock puts his body on the line for that foul, and fortunately gets that one.
Blythe, who scored 8 on Saturday. Will inbound. Don't exactly know what happened there. It looked like Jude Jock ran into a player. Or maybe it was Bradle who got racked up an offensive foul. So now the ball goes back to the Lions. There's a Gray's pass. Doesn't quite reach Derek Adams. And now Sapione will come back on. JV player last year. High arcing pass back to Chase Gray. Now down to Adams, back to Codiana. Codiana, step back. Jumper doesn't fall. Poked away by Montesano. Jude Jock dish to Sapione. Sapione lays it home.
Yeah, Sapione, we already saw him dunk once. We're looking for it again, but stays humble with the finger roll.
Chase Gray, a couple fake passes. Now over to Tremaine Stevens. Gray in the corner. Rattles in. 4-point lead for the Wave now. Adams guarding Jacques, works on the left side. Montesano, the freshman, kicks it back to Jacques. Reach in, foul called.
Yeah. While he's been in, Jacques has been exemplary picking up fouls, seen with the reach in here and the charging foul. Couple
Couple subs here. for Bassick High. Jaden Bowser, Jeffrey Henry, and Maurice Beverly all check in. Blythe now at the baseline. Sapiona corner three, it's blocked. Stevens using that big wingspan, but now he dishes off. Jake Blythe with some points. Jeffrey in the corner. Stevens, shot getting low. Good pick by Bowser. Stevens works in. Contact, no foul called, but Bassick will keep possession. See a left-handed finish there by Jake Blythe. Number 11.
Yeah, even though there's been a lot of offense in this game, it doesn't take away from the fact there's been some really good defense played with the blocks and the steals.
Steps back. Good pivot by Chase Gray, but it couldn't fall. As now Jaden Bowser picks up a travel. Blue Wave grabbed the basketball. Blythe inbounds to Sapione. Gets by Jeffrey. Sapione just decides to shoot it, but he draws some contact. Headed to the line again. Head coach Bernie Lofton for the Lions is not pleased.
Yeah, Sapione so far has been 1 for 4 from the line.
You saw him step through there and pick up the contact with Chase Gray. Two free throws for Sapione coming up. Splashes the first. Brazier Baskin coming in for Chase Gray. Chase Gray visibly upset on his own bench. Sapione see if he can go 2 for 2. He can't. Unlucky roll out. Now it's Beverly. Brazier Baskin. Bowser sets the pick. Now back to Bowser. Can't corral it. DeGraff grabs it back to Jude Jock. Jude Jock working in. Jude Jock up and around. He's fouled.
Yeah, he's looking to get his first points of the game with these free throws here, as that's the 5th foul for Bassick in this quarter.
The first points of his varsity career. Last year was going to play on JV, but tore a ligament in his ankle. As he gets 2 attempts now. Knocks the first one down. See if he can go 2 for 2 now. He can. Interesting shooting form, but he knocks them both down.
Yeah, Jock's shooting form is a little bit unorthodox, but it works as he sinks both of the free throws to start off his varsity career.
Beverly to Baskin. Now to Henry. Henry, a long 3. Way short. Great job to judge it and grab the rebound. Jude Jock flying in. Now Sapione working on Henry. Sapione drives in. Banks it home.
Yep.
Timeout called. Darien bench hyped up. We see Sapione driving again. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. The sophomore star of this Darien Blue Wave basketball team. Darien lead now increases to 11 with under 4 minutes left to play in the second half. Neve, we talked about both these big plays on offense and defense, but what does Bassick High School have to do right now if they want to get back in this game and decrease this lead?
I think Bassick, the first thing they have to do is stop fouling. They've had 5 fouls in this quarter, given up a lot of free throws. They should be very lucky that Darien's missed almost half of them. Otherwise, we could be looking at more of a 15-point deficit than an 11-point deficit.
Stevens will inbound. Gives it to Baskin. Baskin being vocal as the point guard. Number 1 on number 1. Baskin fouled in the air. 2 free throws coming up. It was on Lucas DeGraff again. So some foul troubles for their center captain. As now Baskin will shoot. First one bounces out. Baskin gets another to go. And if we talked about the bench being a crucial asset of this game, and so far, same amount of bench points, I believe, Jujoc with his 2 as they had the entirety of the last game, as Bryce Ford scored 2. As now Sapione goes all the way. Layup can't fall. DeGraff spins around. Count it.
Yeah. I think a part of the problem there is not dishing the ball out instead of Sapione, DeGraff, and occasionally Blythe, as Montesano has yet to really touch the ball in any meaningful offensive position, and nor has really anyone else on the bench.
See this one again. Sapione was calling for it. Great move. Great job by Lucas DeGraff. Headed to Marist College next fall. Now Sapione off the inbound. It's around Stevens, nice move. Stops and floats. No shot. Called for the travel. Sapione trying to do things himself here with 3 minutes to go left in the second quarter. Shot clock hasn't really been a factor yet for either of these teams past that first Bassick possession.
Yeah, I think the teams have adjusted to it perfectly. It might be something that you study and practice or go over a lot, but it's really been working well outside of the first real in-game possession.
Great defense by Jujoc, forces a backcourt violation. Will Sapione will take it. Sapione looking for the open man. Darien will take a timeout, talk things over. 12-point lead, 3:07 left to go. Excuse me, 3:13 left to go. And Matt Menard will try to calm his team down as they look to go into halftime with this lead.
Yeah, as you could see, some of the players on Darien were very distraught with the fouls being called at that moment.
Yeah, it doesn't help when Sapione was pretty vocal right here in front of us, Neve, trying to find that open guy. Can't beat yourselves up too much, though, especially when you got that 12-point lead. Coming on the court now, Montesano, DeGraff, Jacques, Sapione, and Blythe. And on the Bassick side, it's Stevens, Henry, Baskin, Beverly, and Codiana. Sapione over to Blythe now. Guarded by Baskin. Jacques at the top of the key. To Sapione. Sapione drives in, regathers the ball, and one. William Sapione. Slow it down, there he goes.
Yeah, Sapione so far, he's 2 for 6 on his free throws. Let's see if he can get that end one to work as Darien looks to increase its lead to 15.
Sapione drains it. We saw the junior varsity team beat the Bassick junior varsity team just before this. Alex Crawley coming on now as DeGraff gets subbed out. Baskin working on Jock, loses the ball, gets it back. It's over to Allen. Amir Allen. Off to Codiana. Codiana goes in, over Crawley and gets it to go.
Yeah, these contested shots are the ones that matter, especially when you're down 13. Sinking as many as you can is only going to help.
Jujoc falls. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
No, had those ankle troubles this past season. Foul called on Codiana.
Yeah, it seemed like a hard fall as Jock is still limping after that one. As he looks to take more free throws.
His third and fourth of the game. 2 points already on the night for Jujak. And there it is. Nothing but net. Like you said, needs some unorthodox shooting form. Really brings it close and flicks those arms up way high. That one's no good. Jujak 3 points on the night after missing that one. Could have been his fourth.
Yeah, as we said before, our main focus of the game was seeing how much the bench would score, and Jujak, his 3 points, is enough to surpass the whole bench's total last week, or on Saturday, which was 2.
Yep, senior Bryce Ford, number 15, his first year on varsity, had those 2 points. As Crawley was called for
we've yet to see
ball foul.
Yeah, we've yet to see Ford play in this game so far, as it's just been really, I think, 7 players that have taken up this whole half.
Stevens misses the first one. Yeah, like you said, Neve, we've seen Jacques, Sapione, Bradel, DeGraff, Crawley, Blythe, Hendrickson, and Montesano. Those have been the guys so far in this first half. We'll see if Matt Menard elects to bring out some more. Tremaine Stevens hits his second free throw. Hendrickson, who hasn't been on the court in a decent amount of time, gives to Jacques, then Bradel. Blythe in the corner. Rims out. Unlucky from Jake Blythe. Hendrickson gets one up, lays it home. Good shot from Jake Hendrickson. Double deuces on the back of his jersey, but now Campbell with a 3. Way too long, rebounded by Jujak. Jujak doing everything this game. Ball handling on the near side. Gets around, dishes to Blythe. Blythe now down low to Hendrickson. Hendrickson jumps, fights through contact, and gets it home.
Yeah, Jake Hendrickson just came off the bench and has made his name heard. 4 points after coming off the bench.
The captain showing what he does best. 8.6 points he averaged last year. He was the second on the team behind Simeon Dole, one of the great seniors that was on this Darien squad last year. Baskin takes a free throw. Misses his first. Jacques will check out amidst the foul. Drew Min now making his first appearance in this one. Drew Min, a great ball handler, looking for his first varsity points. Baskin, second one rims out. Now it's Bradel.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Darien utilizes Min in this role as a bench player.
Well, Min's got the ball now, working on Baskin. Passes to Hendrickson. Hendrickson, the big man, takes a 3. No rim at all. But now Min gets the board and lays it home. Some more bench points, just what we were looking for, Neve.
Yeah, this only helps Darien as they're up 19. Last year they beat Bassick by 22 points, and they are very close to that right now.
Baskin over to Carrion. Carrion to Bowser. Now Adams. Bradel with a stolen pass. Floats one to Crawley. Here goes Alex Crawley with the layup, and he gets one to go.
The bench is really showing out tonight. I wonder what Menard has been drilling into them in practice lately, as that's 3 bench players with a point.
Foul on Drew Min called. Baskin will head to the line again. Second time in under a minute. Let's take a look at the Alex Crawley layup. His first varsity points in his high school career. There's the foul called on Drew Min. So a lot of milestones so far. Baskin makes the first one. Drew Min, his first varsity points. Jujak, his first varsity points. Alex Crawley, his first varsity points so far. And it's not even halftime, Neve.
Yeah, we were really emphasizing the bench point, and in this second quarter, it's really come to show as 3 bench players getting their first points, and it's really been a good rotation of the squad as stars like Sapione are sitting out now and letting everyone get the ball.
Min loses it but grabs it back. Now dishes to Hendrickson. Hendrickson pump fake, steps in, fights through contact, he's fouled. Hendrickson will go to the free throw line, looking to get Darien 50 points, and it's just the first half. Last year they averaged 57.2 points per game. Neve, with all those seniors last year, Darien, all seniors and 2 juniors. Hendrickson, Sean McGarren. Sean McGarren not playing basketball this year. Now Jake Blythe checks out. Brady Welch, JV player last year, checks in, number 0, and it just shows that it's not the age, it's the experience and the talent is now the team breakdown for Darien. You got 5 seniors. Bowser lays one. Welch inbounds to Bradle. Bradle bounce pass to Hendrickson. Hendrickson jab step. Spinning around looking for someone, finds Bradle. Bradle whips one to Hendrickson. Hendrickson floats away. That shot no good. Buzzer sounds. Darien leads by 18 at half, 49-31. And what an offensive performance from this Darien Blue Wave team. I'm sure Coach Matt Menard likes what he's seeing so far. Darien team gets out of this gymnasium fast. We'll be right back for the second half on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization. This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Second half now underway. The Darien High School Main Gym. Again, you're watching on DAF Media. Owen Heffron joined alongside Neef Segal, calling of this game. It's been a good one so far. 49 first half points for the Darien Blue Wave. Not to discredit 31 for Bassick. Just a high-scoring affair all around. Bassick, despite being down 18, they looked confident coming out. It will be Jeffrey Henry, so the starters are not on the court coming out of half for Bassick. Bradle guarding Delroy Campbell. Tremaine Stevens gets it back to Campbell. Campbell, we've seen him hit a couple threes so far.
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup, but as long as you have Tremaine Stevens, who's really the spark plug of this offense, I think it's all fine right now.
Shot no good. Job by DeGraff to get the ball. Bradle leaves it for Sapione, who chucks up a three. That one off target. Good rebound by DeGraff. His layup won't go, but the other captain, Hendrickson, grabs it. He's able to knock it down.
Yeah, main reason that Darien is up by so much is those second chance points and those offensive rebounds as exemplified right now.
Bradle, great pass to Sapione. Sidesteps and lays it in. Number 2, Will Sapione picks himself up a two-pointer. But now coming right back was Codiana. His layup no good. Captain John Bradle now. Another one to Sapione. Sapione, long jumper is off target. Sapione maybe trying another heat check like earlier. Getting a little in his own head. Tremaine Stevens hucks up a three ball. Splash.
Yeah, the main thing about the Darien offense and Sapiens there is that he takes a shot almost every possession, but the good thing is it's almost good every time.
Sapione bounce pass down, low post to Hendrickson. Dishes off to number 5 DeGraff. DeGraff goes up, and it goes in. Lucas DeGraff gets one to bounce through. Now it's Chase Gray in the corner. Jeffrey Henry. Chase Gray, big guy three. Yes!
Yeah, doing warm-ups earlier today, we saw Chase Gray doing 2-hand dunks with ease, as now he shows from range.
Bradle drives in. Bradle left-handed lay is good. Bradle's first points of this contest and matches his point total from the matchup on Saturday at Bethel. Codiana, weird-looking layup, doesn't fall. Now it's Bradle trying to get past Delroy Campbell, and he can. Bradle drives in. He's fouled. Nearly takes out the ref in the process.
Yeah.
Now John Bradle looking for his season high now, as he has a chance to rack up 3 and then 4 points in this one. .5:23 left to go in this third quarter. Will Sapione, leading scorer for Darien. As Bradle's going to take 2 shots. Knocks down the first one. 3 points now on the day. Season high.
Yeah, we're early into the season, but it's a lot more ball movement than last time, but also a lot more points. Last game, Darien only scored 60 points. We're at 58 early in the third.
Bradle, same routine, same results. Knocks down both his free throws. Tremaine Stevens looks to inbound, and first-year head coach Matt Menard talking to the sophomore Will Sapione, along with Rashid Sofian on the bench. He's looking to lead the team to a playoff run. Last year in Division III playoffs, Darien made it to the second round as Stevens chucks up a 3 that goes. Great job from the senior guard. More points for him, because now Blythe has it. But talking about Darien last year, Blythe's floater goes off the side of the backboard. They made it to the second round as the 18 seed. DeGraff from the corner. It's not very common. You see Lucas DeGraff splash one from range, but he just did it. His teammates are ecstatic. Jaden Bowser holding it. Plants just tries to lob one over Hendrickson, doesn't go. Lucas DeGraff now. Back to Bradle, gets past Beverly, guarded by Chase Gray with his long wingspan. Bradle goes to DeGraff, DeGraff up and in.
Yeah, DeGraff's been the real offensive spearhead, and ever since that first quarter where he quickly picked up 2 fouls, he's been okay and out of foul trouble too.
Chase Gray trying to work on DeGraff. Looks like, in case of the announcers jinxes, DeGraff picks up a foul right there, Neve. But we'll look at his three again. Nothing but net. Sapione, Montesano coming back on. Sapione hasn't sat much in this one.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting to see what Montesano does with his playing time, as right now he's not really gotten the ball much.
Good moves from Beverly as he gets over to Bauer, now to Rosie Baskin. Baskin right in front of his own bench. Looks like he stepped out of bounds. Now Crawley will come in for DeGraff after he racks up another foul. Bradle goes to Baskin. Bounce pass to Sapione, a long three. Airballs it.
Yeah, Sapione getting a word from the coach, Matt Menard, to calm down and refrain from the heat checks he's been taking late in this game.
Sapione, we've seen he's an outstanding player, but sometimes as Chase Gray step back three and he gets it. Second three of this third quarter for Chase Gray. Both people who took the tip off have 3-pointers. Now it looks like Sapione gets called for a violation. Maurice Beverly will pick it up. Beverly a three off the right side of the rim. Gray's attempt at a rebound goes out. Darien looks to inbound. Devin Montesano. Number 25 looking for first points on the year. Rosie Baskin knocks the ball out of Will Sapione's hands. Will Sapione steals it. Here goes Sapione. Lays it home. The bench wanted a second dunk of the game. Didn't quite get it. Bradle was trying to reach for the ball.
Yeah, looks like he got poked in the eye.
Nice finger roll from Will Sapione. Drew Jock checks back in for Devin Montesano.
Yeah, Jock, the very important guard to this team, scored 3 points on 3 free throws.
Chase Gray. Again, he's feeling himself in this third quarter. Too much time taken on the inbound. Jacques couldn't find an open man.
Yeah, I think the effects of the shot clock are currently like nothing compared to the violations that are currently happening with the ball handling, especially on inbounds. So I think that's something that both teams will have to react to.
Jacques gets low in his defensive stance. Baskin goes off the side of the backboard, can't fall. Rolling ball goes to Sapione. Will Sapione drives in, can't go. But Crawley gets his rebound and finishes it up for him. Alex Crawley, 4 points. Stolen by John Bradle. Here goes Bradle, rushes in, reverse layup, no good. Hendrickson gathers, Hendrickson puts it in.
Yeah, the offensive rebounding by this team has been exemplary so far in this game. It's really helped for those second chance points that has driven Darien's lead up to 24 now in the third.
Yeah, you talked about it, we see it again. Jacques and Hendrickson both going for it. Hendrickson at 6'3", is most likely going to out-rebound the guard and Jude Jacques. Well, sure appreciate him getting up there. Guard wanted to grab rebounds. We talked about him being such a vital aspect. Great at so many aspects of the game. Now we see him on defense guarding Rozzy Baskin. Now stolen by Jake Hendrickson. Hendrickson over to Sapione. Sapione one dribble. Short gets his own rebound. That one doesn't go. Hendrickson's doesn't go. Finally. They put it through the nylon.
4 shots in a row, all layups, and eventually it goes in.
Chase Gray's 3 doesn't fall.
Yeah, Chase Gray's been a sharpshooter from the arc. Don't judge a book by its cover, it seems, as the big man has attempted 4 threes in this third quarter.
Well, Sapione drives in. Good step off the side of the backboard. No good. Crowley gets the rebound. That one doesn't go. Jude Jock now on the baseline. Brady Welch drives in, tries to go down low. It's tipped. Jude Jock giving him space. Doesn't elect to shoot. Drives in instead. Now back out. Blue Wave resetting here. Jude Jock at the top. Allen trying to guard him. Jock goes in. Rejected by Bowser. Errant pass from Baskin to Allen, no good. Welch tries to go the length of the court to Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to save it. It's fired into the stands. Will Duffy now checks in for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, it looked to go coast to coast, but number 0, Brady Welch, just failed to make the right pass to Hendrickson, and a wasted opportunity there.
Rozzy Baskin now brings it up. Jock, we see him in that low stance. Foul called on Jock. Didn't see much contact there.
Yeah, even Jock can't believe it, pleading to his coach his case, but refs call stands.
He had his arms out. Didn't see much on that, but ref saw something we didn't. Maybe had a better angle on it. Now Tremaine Stevens hesitates and goes in. Tried to use the wingspan to get around Henderson, but couldn't. As now Sapione has it. Corrals left-handed. Buries it home. Will Sapione knocks one down. Now Chase Gray tries to grab, but couldn't. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, Chase Gray's been really the offensive standout in this game, in this quarter so far. As right now, 9 of Bassick's 15 points have come from Gray's threes.
Look to collect more points this quarter. Foul was on Will Duffy, number 34, starter on JV. Getting some time. 10 points this quarter now for Chase Gray. Second one rims out. Good rebound there from Stevens. Stevens tries to float when tipped by Jacques over to Allen. Allen drives in. Allen a right-handed finish. Great job by Allen. Now Sapione, a long pass, can't get it off for the buzzer. But why not? Why wouldn't it go in?
Sapion's been on fire tonight and continues to with that performance.
They're up by 25, and Will Sapione still visibly upset that shot didn't count. Matty couldn't get it off in time. But 74-49 after 3. Fourth quarter, last frame of play coming up here on the DAF Media Network right after this. Start of the fourth quarter now. 8 minutes left to play. Montesano gives it to Bradle. Darien, I don't know about you, Neve, but if I'm Darien, I want the 100 mark on this game. Only 26 more points. DeGraff,
yeah,
now 24.
They've been doing it they've been doing it roughly every quarter, and the way their offense has been going, it's been looking good. You just need Sapien to take a couple more threes, and I think you're there.
Baskin's fouled. DeGraff picks up another, racking up a ton so far. Like you said, and the ability to score every quarter. First quarter, Darien, 20 points. Second quarter, 29 points. And then in that last third frame, 25. Baskin go to the line for 2 free throws. Off the left side of the rim, no good. Darien's been increasing their lead after each quarter. Baskin's second one is no good as well. DeGraff can't grab the rebound. Stevens a 3 off the front of the rim, rebounded by Jake Hendrickson. Hendrickson is going to major in finance at Richmond next season. He's going to be Richmond Spider in the fall next year. Henderson grabs it, triple team there. Spins, jumps, off target. Stevens grabs it. Stevens goes, floats it over to Graff. Left-handed finish is good. The Lions have cracked 50 points in this affair.
Yeah, Bassick also doing full court press.
Oh! My goodness, what a shot from John Bradle. Falling to the court.
How did he do that?
Take another look at it again. Slips and just desperation tosses it up at the hoop. My goodness.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they're just 22 points away from that triple-digit mark.
Darien timeout. Bradle looked like he was limping. We'll see if he's okay. Hopefully he is. That senior captain. Man, he's definitely coming into his element in this one after only scoring 2 on Saturday. Hope you're enjoying your Monday night. From everyone here on the DAF Media Network, joint venture of Darien Foundation, and this is just the first of many Darien boys varsity basketball games being broadcasted this year, and get used to this time slot. 7 p.m. is a pretty common time slot for these basketball games after the 29th of December, where Darien heads to Newtown for a 1 p.m. game. Every game after that starts at 7 p.m. Baskin a 3. Yes. Nazir Baskin hits one. Jacques gets to Welch. Welch spins, travels down the court. Welch a floater is short. Stevens gets it over to Codiana. Codiana, left-handed lay.
Yeah, strength of this Bassick team has really been playing in transition, as on offense they've really been able to get those well-needed points.
Welch gathers the lost ball from Jude Jacques. Here goes DeGraff. DeGraff spin move. Layup can't go. Gets his own rebound. That one goes. Good finish and great job getting his own rebound. Lucas DeGraff. Codiana dishes to Baskin. And one. Rozzy Baskin foul called on Crawley. Not too much contact, but refs thought they saw something.
Yeah, enough to warrant a foul call.
Delroy Campbell will come off. Baskin's second is good. Some subs coming on for the Lions. On the court for Darien, it's Blythe, Welch, Jacques DeGraff, and Crawley. For the Lions, it's Beverly, Stevens, Carrion, Gray, and Adams. Is now Jacques. Ball handling. Good move around Adams. But now Adams puts the clamps on. Has to get it out to number 11, Jake Blythe. Crawley, low pass to DeGraff. Can't handle it. Bassick High School basketball.
Yeah, DeGraff visibly upset with the pass there that reaches him only at his feet, and then when he tries to corral it, he just can't get a hold of it.
Now with 5.5 to go, Will Sapione back on the court. What a game he's had so far. Kodiana guarded by Jacques. Jacques with his hands behind his back. Chase Gray now goes in. Chase Gray, nice move, but can't complete it. Jacques resets. Lets the offense branch out. Point guard steps back, trying to work on Beverly. Dishes back to Sapione. Will Sapione, good move to get around Kodiana. Will Sapione layup doesn't go, but Crawley gets the rebound and buries it home.
Yeah, Sapione shots, his layups are surprisingly his worst shot today, as he needed that second chance rebound from Crawley to get it in.
Shooting foul called on Jude Jacques. Jaden Kodiana will head to the line. Jacques doesn't think so. Take another look at it here. Maybe a little bit of contact as he was coming up. Not much otherwise. Kodiana puts a little bit too much juice into the first one. Jacques checks out. Drew Min, head on. Got some time in the game right before this. He's part of the JV squad. Now the junior comes in at the varsity level. Jeffrey Henry comes in for Tremaine Stevens.
Yeah, early in the second quarter, Min had a nice layup to get his first points of the season.
Kodiana's second free throw doesn't go. Now Sapione trying to work around Delroy Campbell. Sapione drives in around 3 defenders and 1. Will Sapione is scintillating, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance from Will Sapione. As he'll head to the line, look to add 1. Number 2 from the line. A little bit short. DeGraff was able to get the rebound, but looks he stepped into the box a little bit too early. So now the junior Jaden Kodiana will take it.
Yeah, quick huddle by Menard as the ref is talking it over with Bassick.
Yeah, head coach Bernie Lawson for the Lions a little bit confused, but following that, DeGraff will check out. High fives from all his teammates. Great performance despite the fouls. Number 5, Jaden Kodiana gets it to number 30, Tremaine Stevens. Guarded by Sapione. Down low to Chase Gray, guarded by Hendrickson. Good spin move by Gray and great finish. What a performance from Chase Gray tonight. Sapione being double teamed as he should. Drew Min, low pass to Brady Welch. Brady Welch layup is good. His first varsity points.
Yeah,
there's the bench again.
Yeah, we're seeing the ball being passed around a lot more than it was in the last game.
As now Welch gets to Sapione. Will Sapione fouled. His teammates wanted to see a dunk, as he did earlier. Unfortunately, was fouled in the back from Jeffrey Henry. Number 10, the junior, was also playing in the JV game just a couple hours before this. Well, Sapione misses the first one. Darien leading by 25, 86-61. Just under 4 minutes to go. Will Duffy checks back in. Sapione's second one, unlucky, rims out. Goes Chase Gray up the floor. Chase Gray tries to dish to Codiana off Hendrickson's hand. Stevens comes out of nowhere, grabs it, mid-range jumper. No good. Welch with the rebound. Hit hard by Derek Adams. Now Hendrickson. Jab steps. Dishes out to Sapione. Sapione pump fake, resets, a three. Way short. Will Sapione. Some great threes this game and also some air balls, so he'll check out. Now Teddy Smosky comes on.
Yeah, Smosky's first minutes in this one. Last game also he didn't have any points as he looks to get his first in this game.
Teddy Smosky, another member that played in the JV game a little bit earlier. Another guy looking to come off the bench, score some points. He's also a baseball player in the spring. Now Baskin goes up and drains one for an and one. So Teddy Smosky comes on and immediately picks up a shooting foul that results in 2 and now possibly 3 points for the Bassick Lions. Baskin's shot is good. Smosky inbounds to Welch. Smosky gets it back. Dishes out to Hendrickson. His shot short. Duffy fighting for it. We'll say it's Bassick High School Lions ball. Hendrickson checks out. Walker Brown now in the game.
Yeah, Darien seems to be putting in their JV squad right now. So I don't think we're seeing that 100 points in this one.
Foul on Baskin, shooting a lot of free throws. Walker Brown, the only senior on the court right now. Taking a look at the foul. First one goes for Azir Baskin. Looking to get the second one and cut the lead down to 20. And he can.
Yeah, Darien's lead's the lowest it's been since, I'd like to say, the second quarter, since the end of the second quarter, as they now put in their bench lineup.
Walker Brown loses the ball. Derek Adams dribbling in. Beverly saves it, but it goes right to Drew Min. Drew Min gets past Allen. Drew Min cutting in. Drew Min a layup off the bottom of the hoop. Welch has it. Drew Min doubled in the corner. Fires one back to Walker Brown. Now Smosky down low to Duffy. Duffy can't finish. Great ball movement from Darien, but Will Duffy couldn't quite finish it, but now he gets a rebound on the other end.
Yeah, Duffy missed out on a key opportunity to get his first points on varsity, but hopefully he gets another chance.
Derek Adams just fouls Brady Welch. Chase Gray checks off Jaden Bowser coming in. Smosky gets it to Drew Min. Drew Min gets past Beverly. Cuts in. Right-handed finish, no good. Duffy smacks it back, though. Good save. Corralled by number 4. Welch at the top of the key. Walker Brown, number 35, shoots a 3. It's good! Walker Brown for 3. Bench and crowd hyped up. Derek Adams, 3 is no good. Rebounded by Carrion, who puts it up and in. Minute 30 left in the ball game. Brady Welch has it now. Offensive foul here. As it'll be Lions ball. Smosky checks out. put Tyler Simon now on the court. Another JV squad member. Get him some varsity minutes.
Yeah, with Simon checking in, that means that every member of the Darien squad has played some minutes today in this game.
Well, except Bryce Ford. Neve is there. That shot no good. Get to see Bryce Ford out here. But, yeah, like you said, everyone else on that bench has gotten some sort of minutes. Jaden Bowser hands it off to Campbell. Goes across to Maurice Beverly. Beverly ball handling. Floats one up. Drops it in. Lead is now under 20 for the Darien Blue Wave. Goes Drew Min. Drew Min to Welch. Welch goes in. Off the back, no good. Duffy tries to float one. Lucky bounce and knocks it down. 91 points on the night for Darien High School. Allen to Campbell. Campbell in his long sleeves gets one up, no good. Good rebound by Tyler Simon. Roman ball handling in front of Carrion. Brady Welch will hold it. 5 seconds left. We'll dribble it out. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your ball game. Darien Blue Wave off some incredible performances from Will Sapione, Lucas DeGraff, Zhu Jacques doing everything he can on the court. 91-70, your final in this one. And Neve, we talked about the bench, and they got it done. Got a ton of minutes, got a ton of points to go along with Will Sapione's masterclass of a game.
Yeah, I agree. And a nice win over Bassick, a well-needed one to go and start up the season 2-0 under the new coaching staff, Matt Menard. A wonderful utilization of the bench today, as I believe 6 players on the bench scored a point today.
So Darien, I mean, today's the 18th, Neve. Their next game isn't until the 27th after Christmas, and that's at Harding at 3 p.m. And then next game here for Bassick High is versus Wilton on the 20th, so they play before Christmas. And just saying so long here from the DHS Main Gym. Owen Heffron joined alongside Neve Segal. Thanks to this whole DAF Media crew. Joseph Arunadigi, Kenny Arunadigi, Will Donnelly, Owen Craig, Lean Tomaszewski, and of course our head advisor, Damian Andrew. Again, you've been watching Darien Boys Basketball 91-70, your final on DAF Media, joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. If we don't see you until after the holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and have a good rest of your night.